That's 4 of these. Didn't realize this was going to be my life, but here we are. I am almost done. And then there's actually more on here. Oh my gosh. Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If you're new, my name is Autumn. I have 2 girls. My oldest is 7 and my youngest recently turned 5. So these are going to be the gifts that they specifically asked for. None of my videos on YouTube are made for kids, but this one specifically is for the adults. So if you have little ones around, I think this is a great time to either put something in your ear so that they can't hear, or just watch this at a different time. But that is all I'm gonna say on that. My 2 girls wrote their lists to Santa, and last year they were only allowed to ask Santa for 3 things, but this year they were allowed to ask Santa for 7 things. So what I do is I keep a rolling list basically of the things that they tell me they are interested in. I keep that list on Amazon. I give it out to family for birthdays and I give it out to family for Christmas. So once Santa got certain things on the list, then I made sure to share this Christmas list with my family so that they were able to get certain things as well. So I am going to share with you not only what my girls are getting from us, but also what they are getting from family members. Again, since I make the list, I can see it on Amazon, so I do know what was purchased. I'm gonna share first the things that I can't physically show you because either someone else has purchased it or it's just too big. And then after that, I have a box right here, or a bin right here, full of things that I will physically share you all of the different things. And so if you like videos like these, please make sure to give this one a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm normally making homeschool, travel, just our family life in general type videos. But I really like doing this one. And normally I share after because it's so much easier. But I did get a break where my girls are not home right now. So let's get into it. So my girls looked through a lot of things and tagged a lot of things to get ideas of what they liked. They had the Amazon catalog, they had a Mindwear catalog, they also had a Lakeshore catalog, and the Rainbow Resources catalog. So they looked through a lot of different things before they really decided what it was that they want most. And a lot of times they are influenced by each other. So I do generally try to get them to really choose what they want, not what big sister wants or little sister wants, like just what do you like, what do you want? And sometimes that can be a little difficult, but I think for the most part, they did a really good job this year of really just choosing what they specifically wanted. So the first thing is something that they did not ask for, but I've been meaning to get them for a really long time. And this is, I'm in our basement right now, and it's been like a project to get this basement done. There are a few spaces that still need to be finished, but it is finished enough that I finally, well, me and my husband finally got them a keyboard. So I have been wanting to get them the keyboard for the longest time. We just wanted to have a space to put it. And so we finally have this basement mostly done. I will put in like a picture of the keyboard that we chose and everything will be linked below. But I'm very excited that we finally got this. Again, it's nothing that they asked for, but my grandmother has a keyboard, our friends have a piano, and they really just always gravitate toward those things. We had like the little kiddie keyboards and they'll still play with those, like the toddler ones. So it was time to finally get them one, and I'm excited for that. But that is something that they didn't ask for, but it's a big joint gift for the 2 of them. And I'm going to be using my phone to go through the things because again, I didn't purchase these things, but I know that they will be coming for them. So I will start with Emmy because she is the first one on this list, but she asked for these like sparkly unicorns, and that is just something that she's really been into. She's really been into unicorns, and my family and friends laugh at me because the one thing I have never loved is unicorns, pink, glittery, sparkly, anything, and I've got 2 girls who just live for all of those things. So my youngest asked for these Briar Horses Stablemates Sparkling Splendor Deluxe Unicorn Set. That's a mouthful. So that'll be coming to her. Another thing that my youngest has really been into is Paw Patrol. My oldest never got into it. So I love that she's into something that she's not just following because her sister liked it. She genuinely really likes Paw Patrol. So there is a fire truck, like a Marshall fire truck thing that has like a little smaller fire truck. So this fire rescue fire truck is what she is also getting from her Christmas list. And as I look at this next thing, it's currently unavailable, so I'm really glad that someone grabbed it before it sold out. But the Littlest Pet Shop Collect and Display Collection. This looks like it comes with a lot of pets. Let me just look at the description here. It says 19 bobbling pets. And then there are accessories as well, bows, desserts, all of this kind of stuff. So there's going to be lots of teeny little toys everywhere is basically what this means. But they just love these kinds of things. I think this will be a really great thing that my youngest can still enjoy with my oldest because there's going to be so many of them. So they will really appreciate having this. And I try my best with organizing all of these little toys, but if you have any advice or any things that you're like, this works great for organizing all of the little stuff, let me know. I use the acrylic bins with a lid. I use the zipper pouches. I use a lot of things, but a lot of things still don't end up exactly where I'd like them to be. Maybe it's just the age. It's probably just the age. But if you found a system that works, definitely let me know in the comments. Another thing that Emmy is getting that is really related to something we love is Picasso tiles, but these are the magnetic cubes. We love the magnetic tiles. We have the cars, we have the ball run one, and we have just the regular ones. We use the Picasso tiles. Normally I can easily find that at a place like Marshall's, and generally it's pretty discounted wherever I can get it. I know that some people are really big into Magnetiles or Kinetic tiles or whatever the different brands are, but we've been perfectly fine with Picasso tiles. But they have these little building blocks that are magnetic, and I knew that she would love those as well. So that is something that Emmy will be getting. And again, something they can all play together. All right, the rest of the stuff will be in the bin, so I will talk about that as I pull it all out. So moving on to Alani, something she's getting is a light up terrarium. So she had this really cute terrarium and she had put it all together, and then someone accidentally had moved it and spilled the entire thing. And it was a pure accident, but she's been wanting another one. And this one's a light up terrarium. And if she can have all things light up, she would. So this is something I know she's going to be really excited to receive. Another thing that she actually got from the Mindware catalog, but this was really cool. I would not have picked this for her, so I'm so glad that she showed interest in this. But it is a Run the Runway fashion design kit. And I think she's going to have so much fun with that. So that is, again, something that I would not have thought that she wanted. I mean, it's right along with something she would enjoy, but I just would not have come up with that idea on my own. And so I know she'll be really excited to do that. And she has a slightly later bedtime than my youngest, but she does still have to stay in her room. So I can already see her tinkering away at something like this at night. And my oldest loves all things rocks, minerals, gemstones. She just loves it all. So she got a panning for gold set, and she also got a gem digging set. She's had the little ones where it just comes with 1 or 2 gems and you have to dig them out, but this is a really big one. And it claims that she gets to dig up 15 genuine gems. So she's really gonna love that. And the panning for gold set, she originally thought it was going to be real gold. I did inform her prior to her adding it to her list that it is not going to be real gold, and she still decided that she wanted to add it. But it was really funny that she thought she was genuinely going to get real gold at first. Oh, another thing Emmy's getting that I forgot to mention is a Bluetooth microphone. Each of my girls had one. Emmy's broke. She's getting a new one now. And for Alani, she's going to be getting a recorder. They actually both asked for the recorder, but I do feel like Alani can actually use it and learn better than Emmy will. It's probably going to become just a nuisance if Emmy has one. So I'm going to wait until she's a little bit older. But for Alani, it's something that she will genuinely try to learn. All right, now on to the things that I actually have in this box. So we have been keeping this bin here in the basement, just closed. Anytime we get something, we just put it in here, obviously outside of the keyboard, which is huge. But anything else that we get, we've been putting in here, and that's been working out pretty good. So the first thing is this Furby. This is specifically the tie-dye one, which I don't see that it says it anywhere on here, but I know this is the tie-dye one. I actually bought the cotton candy one, thinking that was the one that Alani would end up asking for when it was on sale. No. And I tried to convince her when she was making her Christmas list that the cotton candy one was really cool. No, she wanted the tie-dye one. So This is the tie-dye Furby. And then they actually learned about this because I think they saw a commercial at my grandparents' house or something like that. And now it's all about Furbies. But Alani also asked for this one, and Emmy already has this one. Emmy is a November birthday, so she ended up already getting this one. I got it, but I still haven't decided if we really want to open up that can of worms of them having the same one, them getting confused. Obviously, I can mark them in a way that we won't get things confused, but I haven't decided yet if I'm going to return this one or return the cotton candy one, because that really makes it a lot easier. But they wanted the two Furbies because they want them to communicate. And as much as I told them that if you each have a Furby, they can communicate, they really wanted their own Furbies to be able to communicate. So I know it sounds ridiculous, but it is what they asked for. So Alani asked for those two. And again, Emmy already has the Golden Glam one, but she asked for the Galaxy one. So yes, there will probably be 4 Furbies in this house. And that's not even adding in that they both each have a Furblet as well. I never thought this would be our life, but here we are. And these eat through batteries. If you have one and you have figured out how to stop them from eating through batteries, or the best batteries to have that last longer, please let me know. We just put a set of alkaline batteries in. My husband saw online that like maybe that was the way to go. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna see if they last longer with those, but that's a lot of batteries because that's 4 of these. So again, didn't realize this was going to be my life, but here we are. Another thing we got for Emmy is a little camera. Now I'll put a picture since it's still in the box, but we have gone through a few of these with Emmy. We had given her one that used to be Alani's, and then that broke. So we got her a new one, and it was like a VTech one. Alani has a VTech one, and so far we're good for a year, but that one broke like almost immediately. Not almost immediately, but after a few months. So this is the third one. If you've had good success with kid cameras, let me know which ones you've had success with. Eventually, I would like to get them like a better camera. I have a digital camera, like an old digital camera that I let Alani use sometimes, but I wouldn't want Emmy to have it. She's only 5, and if she just drops that thing, it's done. So we got her another kid camera. I'm hoping this one lasts longer because we have not had the best luck with these little kid cameras. This is another thing for Emmy. It is a Bitsy hamster ball. So Alani has a Bitsy, like the Disney one. She got that last year for Christmas. This is completely different. It is supposed to kind of be like a hamster in a ball. And I don't know much more about it outside of that, to tell you the truth. And this is almost all in a different language. But apparently you can unlock 20 plus hamsters. I know on Alani's like Disney thing, she unlocked different Disney characters. So I'm guessing it's somewhat similar, but in a hamster ball form. This one is for Alani, and this is actually a new one for me. I've not really seen or heard of these much, but I guess they're popular. She saw someone at summer camp who had them, and she's been wanting them ever since. But she is a June birthday, so she had to wait till Christmas. And this is the Tropical Plus Plus, and they have like lots of different colors. I think this is just a small amount, so I know that someone might be getting her another set of these in different colors for Christmas, but this is what she's been asking for, so we'll give this a try. We'll see how it goes. I saw that they have bigger size for younger kids, and then like this size for the older kids. Now I'm going to jump into video game stuff, which I don't know much about, so my husband and I actually had a shared Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets spreadsheet that I created so that we could see like what each kid was getting, and it would hopefully not get too out of control. I still think it's out of control, but this is his category. I'm not really into the video game stuff. I like them. I just don't know much about it. So Emmy is getting a Switch. We already had these things. It's a Switch that Evan used to have. So she's going to get the old one. And then he also had a Switch OLED, which Alani will be getting because we did get the Switch 2. So they each, as in my husband and my 2 girls, will have their own Switch. And then he designated certain games to each of them. So this one, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, I don't even think it's on this list. I don't know who this is going to. But this is in here. There is Splatoon. This one is going to Alani. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. I believe this one is going to Alani as well, if I'm reading this right. Sonic Shadow Generations. I don't know who that's going to, but that one is also in here. And then Kirby, this one is going to Emmy. And then there's actually more on here. Oh my gosh. So there's Peach, which seems to be going to Emmy, and then Paper Mario, which is going to Alani. So they will have plenty of games. These are obviously new ones, but there are some that we just already have. Oh, and here's the Paper Mario. I didn't realize that was in there. So this is the Paper Mario that I was talking about that is going to Alani. I am almost done. I also have these Yoto cards that are going to the girls. Emmy got a Yoto for her birthday. So she has been slowly collecting her Yoto cards. I had them go on the app and just tell me the ones that they wanted, basically. So Emmy picked Lion King as one, and then she picked Mighty Pup Power. I'm sorry, I'm probably holding these way too far away. And then Alani picked these two, Wicked, the first half of it. So the first half soundtrack, and K-pop Demon Hunters, which I know they're both going to enjoy. And I don't think I've talked about it much on here because I haven't done like a motherhood, mom life kind of update kind of thing in a while. But Alani has been a thumb sucker since, I mean, honestly, since she was a baby. And that is something that we have been working on for a really long time. And it wasn't until this year that we were able to get through it. We got through the thumb sucking during the day. That's been gone for a while. But at bedtime, it was still really hard. We were using the no-bite stuff. We've used different contraptions. Like, we're finally through it, and she's finally allowed to have real nail polish. But I still wanted to make sure it was something that was like low tox or non-toxic. So I found Ella and Mila. They got these fun glittery colors, which I know they'll really enjoy. And then I got this like lighter pink and this kind of like pinkish purple color. So this is going to be something I know they're really excited about. I've been using the piggy paint and that comes off almost the next day. I mean, almost right away. So this will be something that can hopefully stay on a lot longer that they will really enjoy. So outside of this, there are stocking things. That is not something that I have in front of me because that is something that the girls shop for. So I have the girls shop for each other's stockings. So when we go to the store, Alani will shop for Emmy and Emmy will shop for Alani. The thing is, it has to be something your sister wants. Sometimes that's the tough part because they want it, but it has to be something your sister wants and it has to fit into the stocking. So that is their challenge and we just go with them. And normally we all go at the same time because they also shop for our stockings. And then it's kind of fun because we're in the store trying to avoid each other the whole time and trying to keep secret what we're getting. It kind of just makes it a little bit more fun that way. But that is going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye.